All right, back on with Hunter x Hunter. So I have now finished the extremely short 2 chapters of Kurapika's memories. I have some issues. Overall, I enjoyed it. But my god, it made me hate the Phantom Troop, like more than a little bit. I love the Phantom Troop. They're some of my favorite villains in anime. But that went dark. And I'm just like, can it not be them? Can they not be the ones who massacred his clan? Because I like them, and I will not like them anymore if they are responsible for this. By God, the brutality in words, which I will be part of my issue. But like, can we retcon that? Can we change? It wasn't actually them, they just took credit for it, kind of thing. I'm really hoping that's what happened, because by God. So it's so cute. This is such a cute little 2 chapters, and then it ends with that. The contrast in it. So what I like about Hunter x Hunter is exactly how it presents itself as this cute little adventure story, and in this one, Kurapika's memories. Again, it's a cute little village that he's in. They're isolated from the world. They don't really know that much about the outside because they used to be hunted down for their eyes turning red. They thought they were like the devil or something. They were dangerous, so they had to be hunted and killed. So they isolate themselves, but sometimes have to go out into society. But no one really is allowed to leave without express permission. And it's the art style is like bordering on chibi, almost middle school. It's just cute. And then they do something that's just so dark and it's out of nowhere. And I'm like, my God, I knew it was coming, but still. So Kurapika and his friends, Pyro, I think it is. First of all, weird little addition for Kurapika to be responsible for his friend Pyro being injured, can't really walk very well, and his eyes being damaged. Kurapika like fell off a cliff and he pulled him up. How did that result in his legs and eyes being damaged? Unless something had happened previously that we just didn't see and he was injured off page. I don't know what happened there. But they had in the past met a woman from the outside world who was injured. They were helping her and she helped teach them English, brought a storybook in. It was adventures about a amateur hunter, I think, and going on adventures, and just they now want to have those adventures on the outside, but at the same time, Kurapika wants to also find a doctor to help heal his friend's eyes that are injuries on medication for it. Maybe he has glaucoma. I don't know, but he needs some help. And Kurapika finally convinces the elder guy to give him the test that would allow him to leave the village. Side note, the elder is also the only one with a cell phone. Like, why is that? I don't know. And Kurapika easily passes the 2 first parts of the exam where he has to know the language and then know the customs of the outside world. And so now the final test is to go out into the outside world without letting his eyes turn red. Because obviously they want to keep that a secret. They don't want to bring anyone back to the village. And the last time someone's seen their eyes go red, there was a whole manhunt. They called them devil children or something like that. So very reasonable for you want to be able to control your emotions so no one knows that you have the red eye. So no big deal. They're given a medication that if their eyes turn red, then it'll last 24 to 4 or something, depending on how long you went between your taking the medication, your eyes turning red. It'll stay red for a certain length of time. So he has to go 24 hours without letting his eyes flash red for even a second, or else they'll be stuck like that, and that'll prove that he's not ready to go outside. He brings his friend Pyro out. They have to go get groceries for the village anyway, so someone is leaving the village for random supplies every now and then anyway, so he can leave the village, and again, there's this test, so other people have left. So there's the chance that Kurapika's not the only one with this eye-changing power thing, because A, other people could have left the village and not been there when the massacre happened, or maybe a different clan, like went off, got married, had kids somewhere else. I don't know. They might be better at controlling the red of the eyes. Kurapika might not be by himself. So they get groceries, but a bunch of hoodlums end up, I guess, assaulting them in the grocery store, picking on them for no reason whatsoever. But they stand up for themselves. They also apologize profusely for running into them, even though they didn't do it. And it ends up being the the townspeople rally around them saying, hey, you thugs, leave these little kids alone. Stop picking on them. And it's showing the goodness in humanity. Hey, the outside world isn't all bad. Look how they stood up for us. It's very nice, very wholesome. Except when the guys pick on them again, this time they insult Pyro for not being able to walk properly. And Kurapika, I love Kurapika. His mind, he is my favorite character in Hunter x Hunter. And he goes so quickly from logical and just, I guess, an analytical, logical, best choice kind of mind. Like, this is the situation, this is the best way to handle it. And it's so clinical in how he's thinking. And then when it flips to pure rage, it is terrifying, and I love it. So he attacks them. It's like, I don't care that you're saying sorry. Just go ahead and die. Like, the rage and power that he feels in that moment when his eyes are red. Beautiful. Love it. Love that. It turns out that those bullies were actually hired by the old man in the village to provoke him, trying to get them to lose control, which clearly worked. And the people had seen them attack the boys, and one of the older generations end up throwing rocks, to say, whatever they call them, red eye, devil child, whatever they're calling them. And that, not good. We just lost the goodwill that we had for the outside of humanity. And I believe there was even a kid is like, oh, grandma, stop throwing, rocks at them. And it's just like, oh, good. Yes. The future generation knows that this prejudice is bad. And then she's just like, they might get angry and kill us all. No, you're just passing this hatred on to future generations. That's lovely. Absolutely lovely. So they end up returning to the village, and you would think his eyes would still be red, but obviously when Pyro had been picked to be his partner, he had accidentally dropped the medication that would make their eyes stay red and swapped it out with his eye medication. And yeah, so they end up passing the test. And Kurapika is allowed to go out to the outside world, and all is well and good until the village is slaughtered after he leaves. Whether it's because he lost control in that village, somebody saw his red eyes and that led them back there. Is it Kurapika's fault? I hope not. Or if it's just an unrelated, unprovoked attack. I don't know. But I gotta read the last page. Now, it's cute. It's a cute story altogether. However, it goes from cute to brutal so quickly, and I don't know how I feel about it, because it's all pictures at first, and like it's a regular manga. But then the last page is just black with text. And I'm not saying I want to see children get slaughtered on page in a shonen manga, but I mean, it's a little bit jarring to go from regular manga to just walls of text. But that darkness and just reading the words now to know what happened, it hit me harder, I think maybe even than the images would. Maybe some like ghosting, shouting. You can't really see what's going on, but there's like highlights of a silhouette in the background. That might have been better than just text. But I kind of like the just text. I don't know how I feel about this. To go from manga to just text. I don't know. Tell me what you think. But this is what happens. A female traveler who wandered into the forest discovered that all 128 villagers had been killed. Family members were sat down facing each other. They were stabbed multiple times and had their heads severed while still alive. Pure Kurta clan members had both eyes gouged out. The eyes of outsiders who had married into the clan remained, but were squashed. They had sustained more brutal wounds than other members of the clan. Adult members had more wounds, but it is almost certainly those wounds were sustained during a struggle before they were captured by the perpetrators. It is believed those not related by blood to the Kurta clan were mutilated to set an example. The heads of those whose eyes turned scarlet were then severed one after another. The scarlet colors caused by anger is considered to be very rich and vibrant and is highly valued in the underworld. It is also believed the perpetrators mutilated the children more frequently and more brutally in front of their parents in order to produce more vivid scarlet color. A message believed to be from the perpetrators was found near the slain bodies. We'll accept anything you leave, but don't ever take anything away from us. That is dark. I can't tell you how cute, wholesome, slice of life, just want of adventure these 2 chapters were, and then for that end page to be like they massacred the children the most brutally to inflict rage in their parents so they could get the most vivid red eyes from them. It went very dark very quickly. By God. So overall, yeah, love these first 2 chapters. Still don't know how I feel about not seeing anything at the end. I had kind of wanted Kurapika to be there to witness this, but I guess hearing about it afterwards, after he left, does work better in the reference to the story. Can someone else have done this? Because I don't want to hate the Phantom Troop. I can't like them after reading that. All right, that's all I got. I realized I only got like 60 chapters left of the Hunter x Hunter manga, so I think I'm just going to read that now, and I'll update you when I finished. All right, talk to you later. Bye.